Okay, so Shanghai, which I've got at my elbow here, is a book that we published in 1980, and before a lot of you were born, no doubt. So bear with me for a second while I explain what I was doing in Shanghai. I was actually first in Shanghai in 1978. I was part of a group of European and American tourists. 1978 was the year that China opened to foreigners. I mean, a few foreigners, mostly business people, had gone in previously, but you've got to remember that from the 1949, when the communists took over in China, after a short honeymoon period, which was terminated by the Korean War, China really shut down to the West. It didn't shut down to Eastern Europeans and the communist countries, but to the Western capitalist countries. It was a closed door, a hermit kingdom. So it was very exciting in 1978 when we first managed to go in. We were able to travel in groups with guides, minders. One had the feeling that wherever one went, one was watched. I went as a photographer to try and get pictures for Time and Newsweek in New York. I went on spec. I'm pleased to report that both the magazines worked with my pictures. I think only one in each of the pictures, and in each of the subsequent issues shortly after our visit. But it was a big story. China opens to the West, and I had enough photographs left over after that shoot to be able to put together with a writer 3 guides. We did a guide to Peking, we did a guide to Shanghai, and we did a guide to Canton, all in the space of about 8 months. The first of those books was published, in fact, in 1979. That was Peking. So Peking, in fact, is now in its 31st year. And this guy is in its 30th year, but it's now combined with Peking. We published Peking and Shanghai as a single book, Beijing and Shanghai as it is now called, because we figure most people who go to China are going to go to both cities.